With the release of King of Fighters 14 on PC, I began to revisit the question, what is the best King of Fighters game ever made? It isn't easy considering all the titles. 96 introduced me to the series, 97 was nice and fun, 11 added much to the tag game. Heck, even the more modern King of Fighters 13 is one of the best in the series and a strong contender. However, after calculated research and analysis using algorithms of bull, I am here to tell you why King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match is the best King of Fighters game of all time. Just looking at the character roster, it is damn impressive, including all the characters from 94 to 97, as well as characters never playable before. Heck, even Orochi, the god of all chiefness, is playable, and he feels just as overpowered as ever, which is why I love him. The graphics are vibrant and filled with smooth animation throughout. The background is also very lively as the time of day switches between rounds and your teammates react to the fighting in front of them. Sure, the graphics aren't next gen 4K Super HD curved laser crystal vision powered, but the vivid imagery and bright colors make it a work of art. The same goes for the soundtrack. The music is amazing from the introduction to the end credits. Every note and melody is crafted to perfection. It is the best 90s arcade music you can find. But none of these pretty colors and gorgeous graphics really matter if the fighting engine is terrible. And of course, it is awesome. King of Fighters proves once again why it is one of the most deep and rewarding fighting game series of all time. Before you select the character, you can choose from Advanced, Special, and Ultimate fighting styles. Advanced and Special are distinct, while Ultimate is a custom style where you can blend elements of both. The game is well balanced as you can become a beast with virtually every character. Even characters considered low tier can still hold their own. It's not about the skills of the fighter, but the skills of the one controlling the fighter. Or if you want, you can just say screw it and play as Orochi for easy mode and spam projectiles. It's your pick. King of Fighters is complex, no doubt. Maybe a bit too complex for the casual crowd. It can take days just to master one fighter. Button mashing will get you killed against the smart AI. But if you're familiar with other 2D fighters such as Street Fighter and Guilty Gear, you should be able to get used to the controls very easily. However, a tutorial mode would have done the game wonders. Just know that the game is more grounded than the ones previously mentioned. You'll only see crazy juggles and very high level play. Most of your fighting will be based on timing and finding the opening to your opponent. And boy, you better learn how to block, or the AI will take advantage of your carelessness. The special moves are flashy, but are not often the surefire way to win a match. More advanced tactics may be necessary, like counterattacks, dash cancels, block dash counter cancels, and whatever other cancels the game can cook up. Now, if you know me, I love a fighting game that has loads of modes and content, which King of Fighters 98 does have a decent selection. While the arcade mode doesn't feature any endings, it does have multiple paths. Depending on your performance and how well you do in between fights, you'll face certain characters. For instance, one playthrough might get you to face Rugal at the end, while another will get you to fight Goenitz. When you lose in an arcade fight, you can either choose an advantage to help cheese through a fight, or be a tough boy and throw yourself back in there with no help needed. I actually like this, as new players won't get too discouraged and will be able to eventually move on to the next round without getting stuck. Along with the standard arcade, you have your expected practice mode, can play one-on-one instead of 3-on-3, online play, endless mode, which is a survival mode, and a challenge mode. What is really cool is the inclusion of a direct port from the Neo Geo version. It features less characters, but is a bit more balanced and difficult overall. I was actually surprised to find someone online. Unfortunately, the lag was abysmal, which of course ruined the entire match. More unfortunate, the online is mostly dead unless you hit up a fan site or find a friend to play with. Like all fighting games, the best way to play them is with a friend on a couch. Talking to you, 50 Blades of Grey. As we come to a close, the ruling still stands. King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match is the greatest King of Fighters game of all time. Sure, the game is intimidating at first, but put some time in and you'll definitely get good. Eventually. While I do believe a lack of a tutorial mode is a drawback, everything else is flippin' fantastic, from the graphics, the music, all the way to the gameplay. This is one hell of a package that shouldn't be missed. This is easily highly recommended to both hardcore and casual fans of fighting. You won't regret it. Now, I haven't played King of Fighters 14 yet, but hopefully it's another classic by SNK. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find 50 Blades of Grey and get him over here. Thank you for watching as always, and this is Pow3rh0use, signing off.